Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith, the Smith in the Black channel here at Ticker Tacker, and when things occur matters. And so here, what I mean by that is a few things. So we're coming into the end of the month and starting off a new quarter, so that's exhausting, right? So when you come into a Tuesday, now you got an inside day here. So the important part about Tuesdays for us is that it's the first time of the week that you have four separate openings from the monthly, weekly, daily, and 60, right? And so we want to identify participation groups by price and time. And so the reason that occurs is because depending on when the month starts, let's say the month has already started, on Mondays, the first hour, the daily and the 60 opening are the same, and the weekly, all three of them. After that, the daily and the weekly opening are still going to be the same for the rest of the day after the first 60 minutes. And then on Tuesday, the first 60 minutes, the daily and the 60-minute opening are the same. But then after that, we call it uncoupling. So we gain some more information as we go on, right? So we know we're exhausting here and not doing much on the week, right? We went up a little bit yesterday. Now we're down a little bit inside day. So not doing much coming into, like I said, when things occur. Are the big boys really doing anything here? No, nope, no. So we'll see what that new month, new quarter starts to look like. And so what we're seeing here is each day you're going to see things going back and forth. So we saw for the last few days or so a defensive posture going into XLP, right? Do we see that today? No, 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 not today. Or XLU, they were going in there, defense. Nope. And so what's important here is you're going to see this upper left, right? And you're going here, 2 up on Monday. But when you take out and go 2-2 reversal on a Tuesday, and you've heard the turnaround Tuesday, here's the reason that's important. Everybody who bought on Monday goes underwater. And now you change continuity on the week. You're now red on the week, right? XLU not totally getting killed on that, but there's a few things that I'll show you going forward. If we take a look at a few others coming into the new month, new quarter, we've been looking at the Qs drying up into nothing. Wouldn't surprise me to get the inside week here because it's just really drying up. And potentially here, if we're going to get anything going, it'd be nice to get some downside here because we just had an inside 60 here. We poke up. This would be RevStrat 60 if you can take this out down here. 312.86 and maybe get something going. But we do the Power Hour coaching on Monday nights. And I want to point something out that I was talking about last night, but I didn't finish off my thoughts because it's important. So you've heard me talk about simultaneous breaks, right? And that could be sector specific, and that's what we're looking for, right? Sector specific or the broader averages. So the question was, when the Qs did this on the month and took out last month, right, and started to fall apart here, how come they rebounded? How come they didn't keep puking, all right? And I'll tell you, I like to use analogies so people can understand things. So right here, when we were under here, 310.88, the Q house was on fire, right? This thing's burning down, right? Now the question is it going to do any more damage? Well, there was no wind, right? So what I mean by that was it couldn't help. It couldn't get the SPY to do it. Couldn't get the 2-2 SPY. You couldn't get the small cappers to do it, right? And you couldn't get the diamonds to do it, right? No way. So had that fire spread and these guys started to go, then that's when we expect the haymaker. But they couldn't get it done, and so that's why things didn't totally fall apart. So with those Qs, what you did have was, some of those rev strats that were nice. Okta here, the inside month, boom, down. Some of those did stay nicely, but it was set. It was pretty specific to some big cap NASI like Palo Alto, which is also trying to go inside day and down right now out of this, and MDB. Another thing to talk about is combinations and what will the next two create, negate, or do. We talked about that last night. So if you look at Teslas, in Tesla here, so Tesla on the day, you can see this here on the daily, and I'll blow this up so you can see it. Here opens and takes out yesterday's lows, right? But then it comes back in here, right? And we know outside bars exist. Now it's an outside bar of that, right? So how would that set up? It would set up like this here. This is a 2 down, inside bar, 2-1-2 reversal back to the upside. And if that works, it triggers the 60. hammer, 2 down, 2 up. And if that works, we're expecting this to become an outside bar, which we got, right? So that's how you want to be able to put pieces together when you're using multiple time frame analysis. So outside of that, we've got, when I say that, you know, things are a little flattish, what you want to do is you want to look through the sectors, right? And where are they rotating into, at least somewhat today? Transports here. So transports were up yesterday, but backed off, and now they're following through again. That means they had some slight buying, right? But they didn't totally step up, and now they're stepping back up, right? That's what we're seeing, at least for today, right? Also outside week to the upside. And so we're seeing a bunch of the airlines here a little bit. You got your American Airlines inside day and up. You still got these weeklies that you're worried about, but we're day to day, this is what you're seeing, different rotations. Right, you got United up a little bit, not totally cranking. You've got FedEx here, taking out the week, inside week to the upside hammer from the weekend vid. That tells you to look at UPS, right? And UPS up a little bit. If we go to CAR, C-A-R, you're going to see this. Too many on the daily. So once again, the combinations of what we're looking for, right? So you're bright green on the month. You're exhausting because you're going to the highs, right? You, on the weekly, got your corrective activity. 2 up, 2 down. Boom, these are going to become an outside bar of that over here, over the high of last week, which is 70.75. And then if you go to your inside day here, 70.46. So you had your entry and you had your add, and then you got your magnitude by taking out the previous week's highs. So you see? So if we go to a JB Hunt Trucker, just being able to see a bunch of pieces, parts for you, right? And so here on the monthly, what we've been watching, 2 months ago was a 2 up, but backed way off. Then 2 down by taking out the previous low. Then when it took this out, we're looking for these two to become an outside bar of that, which we got, right? Outside week, right? And now that means that this sell-off here was rejected, and it's still being rejected as far as we know above this week, right? Okay, so there's your trannies. And then if we go to the apes, GME. And GME not going too far here just yet, but coming up here, this inside week, and then hammer. So the question is, do we go inside week to start off the new quarter for the apes? That's something they'd want to know about, right? But you had a nice little push on the inside day, now backing off, but then you can see this here, the inside 60, and still trying to climb back up here for GameStop. So we'll see how that goes. We go to IR, Ingersoll Rand. And Ingersoll Rand, once again, things that we look for, the RevStrat weaker here, inside bar, pokes down. So for the next few days here, our Ingersoll Rand gets my attention. Over 49.96. You're there right now. We'll see if there's any more in the tank. Right now you got an inside 60. Believe it or not, a GE. GE. So GE, you can see this. The inside weak, the poke down. So it goes RevStrat here, 122 above 1324. You're there right now, not totally screaming, but you can see this is what times it, the inside day, right here. So that took that out at 1305, expecting to take this out. You see, combinations. Now it looks like inside 60 there for GE. If we go to SWAV, what's the next two? What will that create negator do? Right? Okay, so here, selling off, and then boom, 2 up, right? And so if that works, we were looking to take this out. Do you know why? Because that gives you an outside week, and we know outside bars exist. So now you have your broadening formation. Right? It's completed that. Took all these guys out. Like so. And if that worked, now you're going to have an outside week to start off the new quarter. And if that works, this sell-off rejection goes 3-2 here. That triggers the RevStrat month, right? And so this negation here today is what set this baby up, all right? So coming into the new month, we're going to know about that. And so here's your inside 60 if they want to give it a little more gas. If you go to Yum Brands, so here, inside month to the upside here, reconfirmed by an inside week to the upside here, right? Always looking for combinations, and now we'll see how that goes. Man, I'm always running out of time. I'm thinking I'm not gonna. Anyway, let's go to KTOS. KTOS. Here's something we look for, right? Here's an inside bar and it went up. Then it comes back down, but it doesn't take this out. We call that Randy Jackson, one of my friends who likes to see the failed rev strat. The 2-2 back up, right? And if that works, it sets this up on the month. The hammer counter shooter. Is that something we look for? Definitely is. All right, so that it's closer to a 2-2 reversal month back up coming in to the new month. If we go to John Deere. John Deere not totally screaming here, but there's that hammer counter shooter that we look for, right? And you can always watch that with Cat, although backing off just a little bit with the Dow. Let's see what these broader averages are doing. They're just sitting there doing nothing, right? Excuse me. So if we go to SMH. SMH, we were hoping for a little bit more. You got one inside day to the downside, but you had a real mixed bag in there. So unfortunately, we didn't get the simultaneous break. At least we haven't as yet, like we did here. Remember that last Friday? We had the 2 down, and then boom, everything did 2-2 reversals. We were hoping for that today, not seeing it. AVGO was taking care of business on the inside day and down, so we'll see if that continues. The other ones were kind of just lackluster, and that's when you're looking to see if they're going to do anything, because you had NVIDIA not doing that. All right, still inside day, so all that all that kind of stuff. So once again, when things occur matters. ANTM, shooter day on a Monday, and then boom, right here, changes that week back red. That's something I'd want to know about, right? This is exactly what you look for on a Tuesday. 2-2 daily reversals, right? And so that's below 368.42. Trading 363, not bad. We'll see if there's anything more to it. If we go to VMW. VMW, 2 up on a Monday. Boom, 2-2 reversal. Here below 150, 149. We'll see if more comes of it. And what that's creating potentially for the week is the outside week countered by the failed 2. And if that holds on, we're looking to go down and take this out unless we have a reversal against us. So we can keep an eye on that going forward. If you go to MCO, boom, 2-2 reversal on a Tuesday. Daily below 302.64, trading 297.20, now inside on the 60, right? And if that works, you got some distance on it, but you could set up a rev strat monther, but you're nowhere near that right now. If we go to NBIX, boom, 2-2 reversal on a Tuesday, comes back through, and these two are now an outside bar of all this, you see, because outside bars exist. Changing that week back red, reconfirming that 2 down on the month, right? That's exactly what you wanted, because you're already red on the month, right? So you come in on a Tuesday and boom, you go back into full time frame continuity, and you have your monthly signal and your daily signal going down. Exactly what you want to look for. If we go to IBM, 2 up, 2 down on a Tuesday. Yep, it's not that hard, folks. And then if we go to Checkpoint, CHKP, not falling apart, but you still have that. Right, and the good part is this: if this doesn't negate, this was an outside bar. So we're still looking for these guys to come down and take this out eventually in time, but we'll see if that sets up again. RCON, there's a nice 3-star for you. When you gap up on a Tuesday and come and wipe the whole thing out. And so then you can just look for your 60, and there it is. If it's going to be an outside bar, it's going to look like this. 2 up, boom, 2 down, wipe them all down. If we go to F5, and F5, little gapper, but it's a 2-2 on a Tuesday, so it's going to get my attention here. Watch that 60. If we go to VeriSign, VRSN, ooh, 3-2-2, back down, 2-2 reversal on a Tuesday. Is that something I'd want to know about? Yep, yes, Cisco, 2-2 reversal on a Tuesday. So just knowing a little bit of this stuff can take you a long way, and knowing to come in on a Tuesday and look for daily 2-2 reversals. That's going to do it for today. I'm Russ Smith, the Smith and Black Channel here at Ticker Tacker Strat Time Report.